with you a common theme that has happened with other speakers, right? Do we listen to our body? Do we listen to the voice of the universe, right? And what is it that we can do to listen to that voice? And is it ever too late to listen to that voice? And what is it that that voice tells us, and when does that voice tell us, right? So if it's okay with you, can I share you my story?
Yes!
Awesome. So imagine you being me. 20 years. 20 years I spent, left my family in Edmonton and moved to Toronto to build a furniture distribution and manufacturing business. First 5 years, awesome. The next 15 years, really good. But it always seemed like I was a step behind. It always seemed like no matter what I did, there was some blockage somewhere. Something was happening that wasn't letting me go. And then it's November 27th, 2017. And most people say, how can you remember this date? 2 reasons. One, my best nephew was born on that from 30-something years ago, but that date remains in my mind because it was the cutest little baby that was born. But then, on that night of November 27th, cold night, I remember, really cold night. So it's November 27th, 2017. I just finished watching the news. I put my pajamas on, brushed my teeth, kissed my boys goodnight as I do every night. I'm just about to hit the pillow, and the phone rings. And you have to appreciate, in my house, on a regular day, the phone doesn't ring. Right? So to ring at 11 o'clock, past 11 o'clock at night, there's only one or two things that can happen, right? The first thing that comes to my mind is my parents. They're of age, they live in Edmonton. That's one of the only reasons the phone would ring. So I pick up the phone, I look at the call display, and thank God, it's not them. It's the alarm company. So I own a business, and it has happened before. On a cold, blistery night, the garage door gets the wind, or there's something in the warehouse that's flying, and the alarm sort of gets triggered off, and it's normal. I've had that before. So I say, okay, yeah, alarm company, we'll deal with this. So I pick up the phone, and unfortunately on the other side, it's not the alarm that I expected. The person on the other line tells me, the building that you own is on fire. The building that you own is on fire. And I start breathing. Right? What do you do? Okay? Alright, let's go. Put on my jeans, tell my wife I gotta go, and she insists that she wants to come with me. I say, no, the boys are home. Gotta look after the family. You stay, I'm going. So on a good day, it takes about 20 to 25 minutes from Waterloo to Mississauga. So it's 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be a little less. Unfortunately, it was the longest 20 minutes that I've driven. More than the 10 minutes is going to feel like I'm on the stage. It's the longest 20 minutes that I have driven. There's thoughts going in my mind. I had an order of 1,200 units of headboards that I had to deliver to a major customer for a December sale. What am I going to tell the customer? What am I going to tell my employees? How bad is the damage? As I'm thinking this, guess what? My cell phone rings again. It's a landlord, really upset. It's December coming up. Right? It's the prime season for every business. There's a fire. So let's talk about emotions, right? We've been talking about emotions this evening. Anger, there. Frustration, there. Fear, there. Everything's there. Every low vibrational frequency that you can think about, I have it. So as I'm driving, take the 410 exit, take the Courtney Park exit out of there, and I can see my building from there, and there's a dark cloud, dark smoke cloud. So now I know it's real. Until now in my mind it's like, maybe it's not, maybe it's not. It's real. Now, how many of you have had a police car or a fire ambulance pass by you at night. We felt those lights. So when I get to the building, there's 10 fire trucks, 5 police officers, and an ambulance. All of them with their lights on. And you know what smoke and lights does, right? It just grows. So imagine all of those lights, I can see them from a mile away getting into the building. So I take enough courage to come out of the car and go see the fire marshal. And he asks me all sorts of questions, telling me how to get into the building because apparently they couldn't get through because there were some blockages somewhere and stuff like that from the showroom. Finally, after all of that is done, they put me through to a police officer. So I talk to the police officer. I get an extra minute. So I talk to the police officer, and he says, "You're not going to get to the building today." So I'm going to expedite this a bit. Stayed up there all night. At 8 o'clock, one of my employees came and says, "You go home." I get home, I'm just about to sleep because I've now been awake from 11 o'clock night till 8 o'clock in the morning. And says, "You need to come to the station right now." And the first thing they tell me is, "You caused the fire." As an honor, they couldn't find out what the cause was, so I was the cause. What am I going to tell my kids? What am I going to tell my family? What am I going to tell my community? What am I going to tell the stakeholders, the customers? All right? But here's what it is. I went into a very dark space, and I could start blaming everybody. And said, this happened for this happened for this. But I was fortunate. I was fortunate that I was exposed or introduced to a healer, an energy healer. And she practiced a couple of things that really, really helped me out. One is the emotion code, and one is the body code. And I released a lot of emotions. And when I released those emotions, that was my aha moment. It went to my mind all of those times that I was struggling, I was not moving forward, whatever had happened. It's because I had been hitting the snooze button. So this is what happens in our life. We get 3 calls for every incident. The first is a gentle knock, right? And that's your intuition, your gut feeling. Should we be listening to it? Yes, but what do? Right? Second one, it's a little harder, right? Remember, the universe is always there for your higher good, right? It is for my higher good, so we'll keep on. Just as parents, we do this for children, don't we? Our children are doing something wrong. Do we give up? No, right? We keep on helping them. That's a second knock, and it's an emotional one. And the third one is bang. There it is. And that was the fire for me. That changed everything for me. That changed everything for me. Subsequent to that, the energy healer realized that I had intuitive powers. Today, after 16 months, I now practice 9 different modalities and help people out not to go through what I have. Here's my 3 lessons that I'm going to share with you that I learned. 1, always be present. Because the past is the past. The future is just a projection of the past. The present is called the present because it is a gift. And if you accept the gift, guess what you get? More gifts. The moment you deny the gift, you don't get it. So accept the present. Number 2, and this has been brought up by other speakers, which was really good to hear, that you always have a choice. Even if you make the wrong choice, you have a choice to make a choice, to make a choice, to make a choice. Always have a choice. Do not fear that choice, because that choice is always available as a choice. And number 3 is an attitude, but not just an attitude, a great attitude. And what does a great attitude do? Allow you to have gratitude. And when you have gratitude, you have everything. All right. So what is the message? When the universe calls, do not hit the snooze button. Thank you.